or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Monday morning. Temperatures are going to be another hot one. Well, that's what we expect on a July 18th here in Florida, right? 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, our next guest has been with us before, but I think this is the first time in these new studios. I don't think she's been here before, but she's been on the air with us at least twice before. She's written a few books. One of them was Diary of a Small Farmer. And we're going to talk about that. Susan J. Mehaffey is in the studio, and she brought with her a pretty friend, Christine Saunders, who has a radio background, we heard, and always nice to meet a fellow radio person.
That's correct.
And you were known as Luscious Moran, huh?
That's correct.
That's a cool name. I wish I had a cool name, Robin. I need a cool name. Like Hot Man Larry or something.
Hot Larry.
Susan Mehaffey. Good morning, Susan. How you doing?
Fine. How are you doing?
Where have you been? You kind of out of sight for a little while there.
You're right. I guess I have tried to reach you, but we've played phone tag or something.
Is that right? How do I miss a phone call? I always get my phone calls.
I don't know.
Where do you live? Do you live in Ocala?
Yes, sir. I'm around the downtown area.
The downtown area. And the last time you were here, you were to promote which book?
Diary of a Small Farmer. It's the only book that's published. I've made a lot of recipes, but
okay.
I don't have a published book.
And I remember you with us one time about a way to dispose of bodies, too, right?
and increase our fishing yields. That's right.
Increase our fishing yields. Yes, I remember that. How could I forget that one? Yeah. I think the caskets were floating in the water or something. No.
Basically, in a refrigerated corpse display, it keeps the body cool. You don't have to
right.
embalm them, and then you put them out at sea. And now, I'm not a great environmentalist, so I don't know. I'm just theorizing. We have to sometimes build up our fishing colonies, or we're diminishing the returns from our fishing nets.
Yeah.
So you'd probably put a reef and markers where the channel markers say, don't go over the bodies. And see what you collect. Maybe you do have to designate this is for cat food or something. Yeah, like cat that. food.
For cat food. Okay. Oh, wow. So we're talking today about Diary of a Small Farmer.
Yes.
And this is your book. How long ago did you first publish this book?
In paperback in 2006.
2006, but you go back. You had some nice letters sent to you from President Clinton and from Al Gore, Vice President.
Yes,
really.
Yes. I still get letters. I got one recently from Obama concerning the information I suggested for improvements to this assault weapons issue. Put some way to prevent the barrel to getting anything through it, and then jam the triggers. There must be remote controls. There must be a way.
Yeah, but you'd have to know that somebody was going to pull it before you could stop it.
Like yesterday, the killing, they knew he had a weapon, but they just walked right into it. Where were their vests? Where were their helmets? Where, just killed 3 men again yesterday.
I hate those stories. Don't you hate those stories?
That's sad.
Yeah.
There's so much room for creativity. Get out there in the forest the deserts and build it into a great oasis. My pits, organic pits, were made of dairy farm manure, sand, leaf soil, dark composted soil. My daughter was a horse woman, and when they rode through the Marion County Saddle Club, they simply cleaned off all the wood shavings, poo-poo, and pee after a show.
That's the name of a book right there.
That's right.
Wood shavings, poo-poo, and pee.
Poo-poo and pee. I love that.
By Susan Mehaffey.
It was so rich. You're seeing. It started at my height at 5 feet 2, and 10 feet in 1 year, 2 years, in producing fruit.
On your property, you had this?
Yeah, they were the closest ones to the well, where you could fill up the pits easy.
Gosh, I'm getting so lost. We're talking about
I'm trying to throw in
few
these new
different things.
innovative farms.
Okay,
Pits
so
is farming, 'cause it grows into trees. And
We need the USDA and the U.S. Army of Engineers to
Right.
get on board
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Start now, yesterday.
So what would be your first mission? Would it be to turn the desert into a thrive?
Oases, yeah. You'd go out to like the Navajo Reservation, Arapaho, way out off of I-40 going from L.A. to Dallas. Is very barren.
It's a huge
in
area.
there.
That LA to Dallas, that's like half the country.
There,
All right,
yes.
so
but it's a
okay.
desert, right?
Barren. It's
Now, if
so
you
hot.
if you look at satellite photography of the Middle East, you can see that desert has been transformed into some green farming areas around the nation of Israel. They've done something there to make what used to be a desert into a farmable place.
And it's probably kibbutzes that's done a lot of that.
Kibbutzes?
They're a different
What is that?
way
The people?
when they farm, their children don't sleep with them at night because the workers are up early and out before it's too hot. But the children sleep in a nursery. And then when they get together at meal times,
Right.
siesta. But other than that,
Okay.
that's the way children, they used to be.
But they're
raised
kibbutzes.
anyway.
Now, it sounds like
That's a
sounds like a
Jewish.
Yiddish word. Oh, okay,
it's Jewish.
a Jewish
The
word.
Jewish people.
Okay.
I'm not Jewish by chance, but anyway, I've heard of it. I've people.
But I mean,
say-
the science behind it, though. I mean, because forever, deserts, once they were a desert, they had to stay a desert. But we've got technology now that we can actually make a difference. And I think that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
I
I
hope.
think it'd take people with the psychic. I don't mind just having, good food, friends, family. I don't need TVs and DVDs, and I don't need
No?
to go to the movie every weekend. I don't need to go to the mall every
Right,
2 weeks.
right.
So it'd take a psychic that
Where are we going? So what, the psychic would play what role?
just they're going to have to, like, if you're out in the middle of the desert, what's around you to just basic needs,
Wouldn't we? I mean, couldn't we use like technology to find out if there's water
yeah,
instead of a
it's-
psychic?
I mean, there must be.
Might be accurate.
GPS system. Satellite.
You know, my brother owns property in Arizona in the desert. I've been there, and he had a well dug, and it produces water. There's water under the desert, but you got to go pretty deep and you got to go pretty wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine just doing a small farm. Wouldn't everything that's produced just go to the workers that are constantly trying to produce more?
But you know what they say? They say that in some cities like Albuquerque, for example, and maybe Tucson. I'm not an expert on this, but that some of those places that have been cultivating their lawns, just simple front lawns, back lawns at houses, they're growing grass, and that just the fact that there's grass growing and trees growing, the plants themselves are putting more moisture into the air and actually changing the environment.
Yeah.
So once you get it going, there's kind of like a snowball effect, I guess, that happens.
Yeah, the Green Up. I think there's a movement by Bill Gates and Melissa Gates called Green Revolution. Mm-hmm. So, okay,
Yeah,
where's the
they're
money, guys? Send it in.
Okay.
Well, you make some good points in your book, though, because you had said that you should have the farm to sustain the farmers and the workers, but then that way they can produce more, and then they can send all of those fruits and vegetables and animal products to the market to help feed the other people.
Maybe they can sacrifice, and like prisoners, they eat nothing but institutionalized food, but that's okay to them,
Yeah, it's okay because
They're free anyway. They can
Yeah,
walk
but they
off
did
into
something
the
bad.
desert and dehydrate if they want
Oh,
to.
there you go.
To put
I love
this-
that.
Choices. They've got choices.
I love that.
All right, to try to make sense of all this, it sounds like what you are saying is that as a small farmer, you found ways to take the land you had and make it work the best for you and your family.
Right.
And you don't see any reason why the rest of the world can't do the same thing.
Well, it's just, let's look at TV. There's never mention of food and where, every show is pretty much just centered around the the dramatics, and the crisis.
Well, nobody would
going
tune
on.
in, I don't think.
Nobody ever talks. The kids that run away, in the Disney shows.
Yeah,
Where
right.
do they go get their sandwich? Where do they just all?
I don't think that would be interesting.
Yeah, but they got to eat sometime. You got to take a break and eat sometime. So that's a good idea.
No, we do take food for granted, but I'm just saying from a TV show perspective. I mean, if the kid is running away, we want to know, gosh, how come? We don't want to say, where did he get that sandwich from?
That's right.
It might be one of these good shows. They're going to save the world, but they have to tell the parents they're spending the night with that person or this person.
Exactly.
Well, you should produce a show. That would be a riot. That would be a great show. Can I ask you to just hang on? We have to take a little break. Susan Mehaffey is with us. Luscious Moran.
Luscious
Moran.
Moran.
What station were you on? You said the call as you walked in here.
WNJY, Light 92 FM in West Palm Beach.
In West Palm Beach.
Wow.
All right. And that sounds like a nighttime voice. Were you a nighttime?
I did some nighttime too.
Really?
Ad lib.
Did you have a lot of talking time, or was it all music?
Well, I was only there to be a sidekick, so I didn't control the music part of it.
Okay, but did you guys, as the sidekick, did you get a lot of talking time?
Well, the Terry and Gary show went on, about an hour in the morning, first thing.
Oh, okay, okay. And you were there with them?
Yeah, and then I worked, occasionally I would sit in with another DJ, a female, Donna Halal, and she had the late night shift.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you got the late night voice,
And that was more or less jazz music, and we would talk over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind
how
of
cool.
I would tune
Do you
into that.
remember The Fog with Adrienne Barbeau, where she plays, it's a movie,
Oh, yes.
old movie, and she plays a disc jockey.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
About the
that.
That's
fog
kind of what you
movie.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a station I would
Wow.
listen to. All right, let's take a little break. I know you know what this is about. So let's take this break, and we will be right back. We are learning about how we can take our land and make it more usable for ourselves, and we want to get to the heart of the book, Diary of a Small Farmer. We're having fun with Susan Mehaffey and Christine Saunders, also known as Luscious Moran. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Monday, partly sunny. A thunderstorm or two in the area from late morning on. The high today, 91 to 95. And partly cloudy Monday night. There can be a late night shower along the coast. The low 72 inland, 79 at the coast. Tuesday will be partly sunny with a thunderstorm in some areas. Only in the morning, though, along the coast. The high 90 to 94. Wednesday, some sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm, high 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Anderson of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. That's renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends July 31st. License CGC 1523333.
Hi, this is Mayor Kent Gwynn. Have you ever wondered what the younger generation thinks? Well, here's the chance to find out. The Mayor and the Millennials coming soon to WOCA 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
WWWWOCA, WOCA.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I get a kick out of the heat index. When I look at the weather, it's just, I know this has been around forever, but it just always amazes me. The heat index, you want to know what it is right now?
107 the other day, I think. Oh, my God.
It was 107, yes. 112, I think, was the high. Let's see. Right now it's 82, but according to this, it feels like 98. Isn't that something? The high temperature on this date was 1965. It was 99 degrees. So the whole global warming thing, I don't know. It seems like it was warmer back in the 80s. That's what I think.
I don't know.
You don't know. I just can't remember. It's been so long. Yeah. In the studio with us is Susan G. Mehaffey. She is the author of Diary of a Small Farmer, Farming Experiences to Inspire and that have created effective, down-to-earth, modern solutions for productivity to meet the world's ever-growing agricultural needs. And if you were listening to the first part, she's got a million ideas, and she has brought with her Christine Saunders, who is a radio veteran, and she's has the on-air name of Luscious Moran, which I'm not going to let you forget that I know that. Susan, so let's talk about the book. To be fair to the book, when we read the book, what do we get? What do we know? What do we learn from the book?
I'm not the best writer, I'm sure, so it might be a little boorish to get through from the first to the end. But if you're into agriculture, you'll enjoy the free-range rabbitry I had in my backyard. It was an experiment based on the fact that I don't like caged animals. I want them to be free.
Well, good for you.
They do have predators, natural predators, so we have to work at it. And this wouldn't work. The rendition I had was a pioneer research, but in the book there's a commercial artist. She's just gone now, but her name is Irene Myers. She was fantastic. She looks into the future and tells you what can come to pass if we just do it.
So, and in the book you have illustrations that she'd created regarding the free roaming rabbits. And
imagine a gymnasium.
Sorry. No, Christine made me laugh. Okay.
Well, you think of free-range chicken,
Right.
Why is when rabbits are free roaming? What does it actually do? I mean, does it make them? Do you kill these rabbits to eat them?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. So does it make them taste better?
Well, just think of quality of life. Think of a gymnasium where there's 4 PCP pipes,
right,
perpendicular and parallel through the wall, and when it's too hot, they're indoors, and you can weigh them, inspect them, see how many their litter is. When they go outside, it's nicer weather, and they can nibble on the grass, all that green iron. When they poop, ooh, it's such a rich poop.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Turned my collard greens into huge leaves.
Oh,
so
that's wonderful.
Green.
Really? So did you sell the rabbit poop?
No, I used it for my
you
mom.
used it for yourself?
Yeah, my mom wanted.
Because people with llamas,
carcinogenic vegetables. So
carcinogenic vegetables?
And in other words, all organic.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
She wanted
cancer-producing vegetables? I mean,
I'm just saying all the rich organic matter,
Okay, I heard the word carcinogenic though.
And my mom was into anti-carcinogenic.
Oh, anti-carcinogenic.
And she was watching Oprah shows and stuff.
Right.
This is what you're supposed to do. So,
Yeah, the Oprah show always taught me about anti-carcinogenic vegetables.
Well, that's pretty cool about the rabbits because it's like a big habit trail for hamsters. Only it's on a bigger level.
But
yeah,
is it expensive? It looks like it's an expensive.
Take the U.S. Corps of Army Engineers. What, $1 billion for one farm? I bet you. You know?
Oh my gosh!
So-
Would it be just easy to let the rabbits run around the yard?
Yeah, but the predators move in. You've got.
Oh,
to really,
this is a way to stop the predators.
Well, this is a way. It's also, besides the quality of life for them, the disabled. Say they're right outside here. You're
disabled.
a handicapped person.
Oh, people.
Yeah, a handicapped child or an elderly or just school children. Oh, look, Lulu Bell is mating with Rufus. Oh, and look, there's Jesse over there, and
Lulu Bell is mating with Rufus.
Yeah. Oh,
did you name the rabbits that you ate?
I did.
Well, it's very educational. You know.
This is the best interview I've ever done. Okay, so the farm we're talking about is a rabbit farm. You're not growing corn.
I'm not a farmer anymore. I'm a nurse by trade.
But in the book, the book is Diary of a Small Farmer. So the book, is it talking about you as a farmer raising rabbits or raising anything else?
Yeah, we did a little of everything. I'm a nurse by trade, so it was easy to be a farmer. It runs in our family, generations.
Okay.
You know, and so anyway,
There wasn't a whole lot of sick people, obviously. As a nurse,
I
you had time to be a farmer.
Yeah, I ended up retiring from nursing and being a farmer.
I'm still thinking about Rufus. All right, so. All right. Oh my gosh. Is the book for sale on the internet, or how do we get the book?
My publisher is Author House, so it'd be
Author
on
House.
their website.
Okay.
Or you can go. Last I heard it was www.goodreads.com.
Oh, I've heard of that. Okay, so you're on there as well.
So Amazon might be other places.
Is it on Amazon?
It might be.
I can look it up real quick. It is.
Oh, it's on Amazon. I found it.
Oh, it is. Okay, so
yeah.
it's on Okay, let me look it up real
I
quickly.
found it on Amazon. Well, this is pretty ingenious of you, Susan, because it's like you're not thinking inside the box. You're thinking outside the box, and it's people are saying to try to get their own farm going.
I'll admit my nursing was. My feet were being stepped on. So I got down on my knees and I prayed to the Lord, help me. I had one of these catalogs from the Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
We can make this world just full of fruits and vegetables and a wonderful quality of life. And I think we can.
Right.
I think the Lord showed me. And every one of the rabbits were different colors and so I could name them. Oh, that one,
nice.
and weigh them, inspect them.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that would turn some people's stomach, but you have to.
Well, they got to be healthy.
Rub worm climbing up into their vagina.
Oh man, I don't think I've been on this radio show before.
You have to inject them with penicillin.
Bloodworms climbing into the vagina. That's another book for you right there.
No, that's funny.
She's a medical expert. She's a nurse.
I took this one to the vet. We both been like, oh.
Where are you, Christine? Where are you guys going after the interview? You're going to lunch somewhere, I hope, right?
No,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Going to a store.
You're going to a store? You're going to have fun in the car after this. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun conversation. I did find Diary of a Small Farmer online on Amazon, and I don't know why it's listing Canadian dollars, but it says it's $36.96 in Canadian. It's an expensive book, but you can get it for 1 penny. It says it has both extremes. It says you can get it for
the used books.
That's in the used books.
Must be.
In used books, it's 1 penny, but if you get it new, it's $36.96. I think I'd get a used one, and free shipping. And well, there you go. It's right on Amazon.
You got great illustrations in the book, and you really, really hit this head on. People should pay attention to it.
That's my daughter on the copy. She's a doctor.
Oh, that's sweet. What is she doing?
She's a pediatrician.
These were her first patients.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
She's a pediatrician.
Pediatrician. That's her first. Oh, I see. You're joking.
She learned how to
Practice on the animals.
I love those earrings, by the way.
Oh, Oh, Indian.
Did you make them?
No, I went out west.
Oh, you went out west
yeah.
and made them, right?
I moved my niece from L.A. to
Christine,
Dallas.
don't you wish you still did a radio show?
Barren it was.
She would be your number one guest. You'd have her on all the time. Susan, thank you for coming in here. You are a delight. You look great too, by the way.
You look wonderful.
You look wonderful. Susan Mehaffey, the book Diary of a Small Farmer. Christine Saunders, you made me crack up a few times today.
Luscious Moran.
Luscious Moran. Wow. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Police say the gunman in yesterday's Baton Rouge shooting was certainly seeking out police. They are certain of his identity.